From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens News Podcast. Local news you can use about Athens and Clarke County, all in 7 minutes. And now, here are your top stories.
Hello and welcome to the Athens News Podcast. I'm Melissa Carter. Bulldogs hit the big screen as UGA students make their mark in Hollywood. And we say goodbye to yet another local holiday tradition. But first, here are your top stories brought to you by Drake Realty. The Athens-Clarke County Mayor and Commission have given the green light to a transformative housing plan. The Athens Flats Cooperation Agreement, approved last week, aims to build 192 units with 305 bedrooms for low-income families, providing affordable options for those earning 60% AMI or below. CEO of Athens Housing Authority, Connie Stauginger, highlighted the significance of this initiative, emphasizing reduced rent set by the Department of Housing and Urban Development and the acceptance of vouchers. Mayor Kelly Gertz expressed enthusiasm, stating, "We have a unique opportunity to create not only additional affordable housing, but affordable housing that will ultimately be in the public trust and available very long term." This from the Red and Black. The U.S. Department of Labor says over $2.2 million in back wages is owed to more than 7,000 workers here in Georgia. Nationally, businesses owe a staggering $100 million. Colquitt County in southwest Georgia leads with over $327,000 owed to over 800 workers. Gwinnett, Fulton, and DeKalb counties follow in the Atlanta metro area. Early County on the Georgia-Alabama border has the highest number of workers owed. In Athens-Clarke County, 70 workers are owed over $86,000. The DOL provides a database for individuals to check if they are owed back wages at dol.gov. This from the Athens Banner-Herald. A tenant's lost $500 rent payment was found amid a massive recycling heap by Athens-Clarke County Waste Reduction Administrator Joe Dunlop. Landlord Karen Braxley accidentally tossed the cash with recycling, triggering panic. Dunlop, aided by good weather and Braxley's neighbors' recycling habits, located the bright green envelope in a cargo van-sized pile. Braxley, initially distraught, received the good news just hours later, turning what seemed like a terrible day into a stroke of luck. This from the Athens Banner-Herald.
It pays to know your doctor. It pays to know your lawyer. And now more than ever, it pays to know your local real estate professional. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty, and we have 7 offices in the metro Atlanta area, including 2 right here in Cobb County and 1 at Lake Oconee. I'm the proud leader of over 700 agents here in Georgia, and we pride ourselves in professional service, whether you are the buyer or the seller. Drake Realty makes the home buying process seamless from contract to close. Our agents are a little different. They're not pushing for the quick sale and close. They are pushing for the best price and terms for their client. In other words, Drake Realty fights for you. Now's the time to buy that dream home, vacation home, or new home your family deserves. A lot of real estate agents talk big. Let my team at Drake Realty prove they will fight for you. I'm Jeffrey Drake, and I'd be honored to have my team serve you. Visit us online at drakerealty.com. And remember, it's not how quick you sell or buy, it's what the deal provides for your future.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing a career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my second year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu.
From WSB's Facebook page, a Florida man found himself behind bars after receiving a Waffle House tattoo. 33-year-old Max Crecant was arrested for petty theft when he allegedly couldn't pay the $250 bill at a St. Petersburg tattoo parlor. Deputies were called after he claimed he had no debit card and couldn't provide the funds. The tattoo artist revealed that Kraken opted for a black and white design to avoid an extra $100 charge. He was released on bail after posting $150. James Daniels said, "Sounds like he sobered up." Antonio Clay responded, "So he posed the bail money, but he didn't pay for the tattoo." And Joe Duffy said, "Scattered, smothered, covered, and cuffed." The University of Georgia is making cinematic history with Classics Undone, a groundbreaking feature film directed by acclaimed cinematographer Sangoon Lee. This collaborative venture involving UGA Master of Fine Arts students aims to bridge the gap between academia and the film industry. Co-writer and actress Dee Kwan, known for Grown Ups, is dedicated to preparing students for Atlanta's booming film scene. With Emmy-winning casting director Chase Paris and a stellar ensemble cast, Classics Undone promises not just a film, but a transformative educational experience. This from the Red and Black. In sports, the Bulldog football schedule has been released. They're going to face Clemson in their first game of 2024 on August 31st in Atlanta. Athens native Graham Blanks is making history in the running world. The Harvard junior recently became the Ivy League's first NCAA men's cross-country champion. He also set an NCAA record for the indoor 5K race by achieving the Olympic standard with a time of 13:03.78. This from the Athens Banner-Herald. A cherished holiday tradition bids farewell. After 74 years, Macy's Great Tree Lighting, a Metro Atlanta staple since 1948, has been retired. The iconic tradition moved from Rich's flagship store to Lenox Square in 2000. We already told you about Atlanta's annual Peach Drop taking a hiatus this year as the city focuses on local activities and the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens' office states, "Each year is different, and we can always reevaluate next year." This from WSB.
Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.
This podcast aggregate content from other sources for informational purposes and is in no way trying to infringe on the copyrights or businesses of any other entities. All content posted up on the site is used under the Fair Use Copyright Law 107. All audio, media, and articles are copyrighted to the original owners. All audio on this podcast are embedded from YouTube.com and are owned by their respective copyright owners. No audio information are copyrighted or stored on our servers. The court ruled that linking or embedding copyrighted videos is not copyright infringement, even if the source video was uploaded without permission. However, we will gladly remove any audio clip upon valid request from respective copyright owners. Any owners also have the option to disable embedding his YouTube videos on other websites. News and press articles are owned by the respective copyright owners. Where possible, the appropriate accreditation or source of the article is given on the same page. The audio-video files on the site are for listening purposes only. Downloading of these files to one's computer is strictly prohibited. They are owned by the respective copyright owners. If it is in the organization's belief that the usage or specific content used on our site containing copyrighted knowledge conflicts with authorized use and or does not comply with fair use as described in the context, contact us through our contact page and we will remove the offending content immediately. Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast.